Good morning. It is Sunday morning and it is December 29th, 2024. We're getting ready to bring this year to a close pretty quickly. December pretty much uneventful except for a lot of rain for eastern and southeast Oklahoma with I don't know if anybody received snow this month. They did in November, at least in the panhandle. Let's go ahead and jump into it and we'll look ahead, and I think we might be talking about possible winter storm not this week coming up, but pretty quick after that. So maybe about 8 or 9 days out with much cooler temperatures.
I'm Blair Harp, and this is a sign that you may have a plumbing problem. This is a pretty good sign that you're having an electrical problem. And finally, this is a sure sign that your heating system is already a problem or will be soon. Lucky for you, this sign means if it's broken, it's about to get fixed quickly in the most professional, cost-effective way possible.
I'd like to thank my sponsors again and thank you guys for supporting them. We have Askew's Construction. They do construction projects in central and western Oklahoma, concrete, roofing, metal buildings, remodels, bathroom remodels, all kinds of things like that. So check them out. And we have Rock's Bill and Pizzeria, which is kind of like a Buc-ee's. Mini Buc-ee's, they're up there near the Tulsa area. It's a little bit north of there, and they are a full-service gas station, bankery, pizzeria. They got all kinds of goodies up there. And we have the Griffin Antique Mall, which we added 2 weeks ago, and they are located in Edmond, Oklahoma. They're a new business that just opened earlier this year. And Custom Yacht Services, they move big old houseboats, yachts, all you name it. They're located in Oklahoma, and they do a lot of work in Oklahoma. They do a lot of nationwide work as well. And our main sponsor is Harp Services. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical. They do generators and things of that nature. They are located up in the Tulsa area, and they've been in business since the early 1980s. So thanks again to them. Alright, let's jump into this right now. And like I said, thank you guys for supporting my supporters and the supporters for supporting me. And also I want to thank the subscribers and all of you guys who just participate in this page in any way possible. Here's our current temperatures right now as of Sunday morning, 7 o'clock. Mixture of 40s and 30s and 40s. Not too bad for this time of year. And I'm going to look at the rainfall we've had since about the middle of this month. And 5, 6 inches, 3 inches, 2 inches in eastern Oklahoma, mainly southeast Oklahoma. That's a lot of rain for December. 6, almost 7 inches of rain. So on top of the rain that they had earlier in the month. That is pretty good. Western Oklahoma missed out as usual, and it's been pretty damp in eastern Oklahoma this last week, so I'm sure that kind of ruined some people's Christmas plans with the kids getting out and playing with whatever they got for Christmas. But we'll dry out starting today, pretty much cloud free for 3 or 4 or 5 days down the line here, so it should be pretty decent for this week right here. So, as typical for this weather pattern, I kind of said the La Nina pattern doesn't really affect our weather here a lot because we're kind of right in the middle between both zones of La Nina and El Nino, but it definitely will give the southeast part of the United States more of a chance for severe weather, and that's exactly what's going on here. So they had several tornadoes yesterday, a couple of big ones. I'm not sure if there were any deaths or how much damage there was, but I think there was at least reports of at least 40 tornadoes yesterday between Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi into Alabama. And then today, that's going to shift over to the Georgia, Carolina area once again before that moves out. We have, let's see, today, nothing. And moving on down the line here. So we are good to go. I guess we've got fire weather moving in with a little bit of dry air, dry everything going out there in the western Oklahoma area. Anyway, let's jump into what you guys are really curious about here. So we're going to go to right here, and I'm going to change this here. And we're looking at our temperatures here. Let me make sure you guys can see this good here. And I'm going to just take the wide view here, and we're going to see what's going to happen here, because next week, this week coming up, is going to be pretty decent. And then I think we have some changes that might actually really happen this time. I know the models have been hinting at a lot of Arctic air moving down, then they kind of pull back, but I think this is actually going to happen in one manner or another. So we're watching this. The flow is going to bring this Arctic air, and this is true Arctic air right here. That's into the north central part of the United States. Then we're going to get not the full brunt of it, but we are definitely going to see much colder temperatures as we move towards. This will be not next week, but early the week after. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll say January 7th and 8th is when this is going to try to move down closer. So we'll look at the bigger picture here. So this is through Saturday of this week. And then we come up to about Monday. We get a little bit of a glancing blow. So that's a pretty significant cold front. So we have this cold front. There's a low pressure system going to move along here. And what's going to happen as this moves by, it's going to pull this cold air in behind it. So watch as we pull that air down here. And this will be for a week from Tuesday. Let's just look at Monday here. Monday, this is Sunday evening. That is pretty cool there. Let's see here. That's probably 30s. Oh, 20s. Okay, so here we go. So into next weekend, we're going to look at that front. It's going to move in right. That'll be Sunday. So very late Saturday into Sunday, this front moves in. And we're going to have we may have some winter precipitation with this. We'll look at it here in a second. But that front moves in Sunday. And we're showing this will be Sunday night, very late Sunday night. I'll say late, about 8 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock. We're down in the 20s here. So we'll see how that goes. That might be a little cool. And then we have teens for lows for Monday morning. This will be about 7 o'clock Monday morning here. And then 20s for highs on next Monday. We'll have to see. That might be a little cool, but it will be much cooler. This will probably be not this Monday coming up, but Monday the 6th, excuse me, will probably be the coolest day we have had so far this season. May not be 20s, might be 30s, but we have not seen, I think the Panhandle, the Oklahoma Panhandle had a day or two where they did not see highs above freezing, but elsewhere in the United States, in Oklahoma, we have not seen that so far this year. Tuesday overnight, we're in the 20s, teens and 20s Tuesday morning. Look at this negative, and this is real temperature. This is not wind chill temperature. I don't post wind chill temperatures. These are the real temperatures. So that Arctic air is really seeded in and moved in really far into the central part of the United States. Yeah, look at that. So this is all below freezing here, well below freezing. And then we have Tuesday afternoon. We're still in the 20s and 30s here in Oklahoma. Wednesday. And that's really cool there. Let's see what we got here. Now this might be a little cool, but no matter what, it will be cold. Ooh, single digits. This will be for Wednesday. Below freezing temperatures. Thursday into Friday. Now this is not this week. This is the week after. And then we kind of warm back up towards January 11th. So let's look at the fun stuff here for some of you. And we'll look at the precipitation here. Because that air is coming down because a storm system has pushed through, or two, which is pulling that air in behind it. So this is January 3rd. This is Friday, January 3rd. And then here we go. So we have this storm. Let me zoom in here. So we have this storm system moving in. This will be for Saturday into Sunday. And what happens here, this storm moves in, this low pressure system, this cold air wraps in behind it. And that's what's going to pull that cold air into our area here. So right here, it's just kind of a swing and a miss for us on this storm system, but I'm not going to, we're not going to say that's the case right now, because it could very easily come right into the state. So this would be next weekend, Saturday into Sunday. Then it passes by, pulls that cold air in behind it. So I think no matter what, that cold air is coming in. Will it be as cold as I showed you earlier? Maybe not, but it very easily could be. It could be colder than what I showed you. And then we have another chance of snow moving in towards later that week. So definitely we are in a pattern coming up. We got one more week here, and then we kind of move into that winter weather pattern. Let me look at the big picture here on some of this other stuff. And I'm using a European model, but before I look at all this stuff, I always look at all the stuff to see if there's one that's like way out of kilter. And the GFS is kind of mimicking this pretty close, so that's why I have a little bit more confidence in what we're looking at here. So this will be Sunday, January 5th. So this is next weekend. And then we have that west coast trough there. This will be a week from Wednesday. This is exactly right here when we're going to have a significant winter storm in our area. This trough is going to dig down here, and you're going to have that low form along that trough as it moves through. So right now it depicts that it's just kind of a real close swing and a miss for us, but that could very easily come right into the main part of the state. All right, so that is pretty much it. Let me look at we'll look at the GFS just for temperatures here, I'll kind of show you where we're at. And so we're towards the middle of next week. And then we move in towards the week. This will be next weekend. So the key right here, so this is pretty much mimicking what the Euro has right now, is that storm system right here forms, and it pulls this air in behind it. It's not quite as cold as the Euro is, but still, it is the coldest we've seen so far, and we'll look at what it does here. So this digs that trough just a little bit further south. This will be Sunday, next Sunday. Then you have the snow, mixed precipitation and snow right along I-40 into Oklahoma City. So we'll see. No matter what the cold air is coming, there's going to be some winter precipitation Sunday in Oklahoma. It may be northern Oklahoma. It could be easily south. So because the upper level temperatures are going to be well in line with let me see here. This is upper level, so don't panic here. This is it. Yeah, so Sunday, that storm, there you go, right there. 850 millibars is well below freezing. Your 925 is well below freezing. So yeah, we're right there. That's what we need to get snow, sleet, freezing rain, more or less snow though. So that is pretty much all I have for you. Boy, it don't take long for these to add up to 10 or 15 minutes. So the moral of the story here is this week coming up is going to be nice, most of it, and then we're going to look towards about Saturday into Sunday, and then the week after definitely going to be much cooler, but we're probably going to be looking at a winter storm impacting parts of the state probably this upcoming Sunday, so about 7 days out, and then much cooler, and we could see many days with with highs in the 30s or maybe even the 20s. So prepare now. Just be prepared with your pipes and everything you do. Wrap your pipes and your, the ranchers and farmers that do things out there for their animals and yada yada yada. Antifreeze in your cars and all that good stuff. So that's all I have for you now, and I do appreciate everybody. And I'll do an update for sure midweek on this one. Thank you guys.